Right now in America, the dream of pharmacy is being divided into two completely different markets. On one side is the Texas Hill Country, where a three-bedroom house built on 10 acres can cost $5 lakh. Florida's rural properties are where insurance and land prices can change rapidly. Tennessee has a cabin market where investors have flocked and prices are rising. And then there is America, where you can still buy a home for less than $100 and prices are rising. And then there is another America, where you can still get a house for less than 100 rupees. And in some states, houses can be found for less than 200 rupees. We found a listing in Kentucky in which the annual property tax of 80 acres of land is rupees 48, and West Virginia is giving remote workers dollars in cash. Apart from this, relocation benefit is also being given on shifting there. I'm MarkAmericanHomeOpportunities.com. From and we rural every day, see listing districts per county by years, to surge from king to king and across the country. After making the video, there are places that still are different from all. And in this video, I am not just talking about the state of Assat. I am going to show you Zillow listings, which are real properties currently on the market at the time of this research with actual prices, acres, taxes, and trade-offs that you can compare yourself. The criteria here is simple. Minimum of 5 acres. A real structure already existing on the property, Kamarkarkov cost, and adequate gram-end flexibility to make land useful. But the listing is real. Prices are real. And this opportunity is not just for investors. This is for those retirees who want to increase their savings, remote, workers who want space, the space families want, and regular buyers who still want to buy something affordable. These are the last 5 states where buying a farmhouse with land still makes economic sense. Most people who research cheap land immediately dismiss Tennessee. And if you're only looking at Smoke Keys, Gatlin Bug, Pigeon Forge, and Saverville, I understand why. This corridor is one of the most active short-term rental markets in Dakshirpur, with thousands of active listings and heavy investor competition. Easy cabin money, already found. Aiken, Tennessee, are actually 2 different real estate markets, and most buyers only see one of them. Noteworthy addition: Appalachian Interior, Cumberland Plateau. And there are parts of West Tennessee where, with acres, farmhouse, and cabin still from $130,000, looks to be in the $250,000 range. Wages, Social Security in Tennessee. On distribution of pension or 401, there is no state income tax, which, for retired and remote workers naturally attractive in the interior areas, rural property taxes could be extremely low. The loans we found Vashik tax only in them 2225 and R513 were Panthy birders. Due to such carrying costs, Tennesseans still found it difficult, with annual taxes amounting to only 2225 and 513 pennant billers. Tennessee is still in this conversation because of these carrying costs. Even though tourist corridors have become expensive, internet connectivity is also improving. Tennessee receives approval for over $200 million in additional broadband funding, and the state is investing in Grammet expansion, for any particular property. Check addresses before estimating fiber or satellite performance honestly. If you're thinking about a short-term rental investment, the Smokies are the place to be. Inner Tennessee may still work, but you're trading the Paratuck foot traffic for quieter surroundings, lower prices, and more lifestyle mule. They don't want state income tax and real mountain landscape without chasing whose lustful premium. Remote workers who want 4 seasons, outdoor recreation, and a strong tax setup. Families who want land and less monthly burden. So let's stop talking about data and look at what it really means for your wallet. Here are 2 prime examples of what you can find in Tennessee right now. Property: Varna Mountain, Diwandi, Dalles Yare, acre, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Water is almost impossible to replicate this property. The listing states that the land is surrounded by a drain on both sides. These are 3 separate water features around the 11-acre property. You'll also find a lawnmower, a traditional route builder, street crossing, existing RV electrical hookup, propane heat, a private well, and a natural spring. All 5 of the property's amenities are listed on the tape. It is located at the base of the Roan Mountains, one of the steepest highlands in the Appalachians, which is known for high-altitude views and wild flowers. You can find Gatlin flowers here. 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 You go here for Gatlin flowers, not paying the price of Pimbar. You are paying less than 240 Xyler. Property 2, Piney Flats, Tennessee and Edge, 5.1 acres, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, all space, ground and upstairs. The exquisite wooded acres features a 1958 farmhouse with just over 5 acres, mature trees, a creek and stream view, no HOA listings, public water, septic, and already has a metal roof. It is in need of renovation, but that's why prices in Piney Flats are still so low. The property is minutes from Boone Lake, where you can enjoy fishing, boating, and outdoor recreation. The annual property tax is war him and trade ice and pity is swide war. For any buyer looking to purchase land near water in East Tennessee, this entry point is becoming difficult. Number 4, Mississippi. Mississippi isn't on most people's dream state list, and there are some real reasons for that, but there are also some real numbers that are hard to ignore. According to the Bureau of Economic Analysis, Mississippi, one of the lowest cost states in the country, where prices are 13% lower than the national average, property tax rates are low compared to most states, and people with potential retirement income are generally exempt from Mississippi income taxes. Raj also plans to continue cutting income tax and eliminate it completely after 2030 if fiscal targets are met. In northern and central Mississippi, the value-to-land ratio of land, hardwood forest, pasture, hunting, and riverland is actually becoming very low due to low taxes on property under $150,000. Annual costs can vary greatly, which is visible to buyers in high-tax states. Internet is a business frontier. Government Mississippi broadband may still be uneven, so Starlink or any other satellite option could be part of the setup. Check exact address before assuming anything, honestly. And this is a big deal. Mississippi ranks bottom in major healthcare access and outcomes report. And rural hospital, the risk is real if you need medical attention. So this is not a big deal. It just means that you may have to make a long drive to get care. This Rajihar is not for anyone who is this for economically motivated buyers who prefer land with low taxes and low expenses. Retirees should include healthcare access in the plan. Before signing anything, investors and homestead buyers should pay attention to exact county utilities and status. Let us enter the market to prove to you that this is not just a theory. These next 2 properties show what kind of moolah is still hidden in this secret. Lo Alk, 2 so nich se John dollars ekti sekar, 4 bedroom, Paichi so ikanmen, Tefin, Parig Feets, Amish farmhouse. This is one of the most unusual properties in the entire video. The listing describes an Amish farmhouse on a 10-acre lot with a 20-foot shop off the patio, a bar area, and a pet-friendly setup. It features hardwood flooring, a 2-story layout, a basement, and a metal shed. Because this is an Amish property, there is no bathroom shown in the listing, so a modern buyer would have to add it to the plans. But even with that in mind, for $233, you are looking at 31 acres of land, a large farmhouse structure, and a huge shop for a big dollar. An annual wealth tax and a sewage structure are in place. The list is endless. For a working homestead buyer, the bones, land, and infrastructure are the story. Property number 2, Upera, Mississippi, $85,000, 8 acres, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. This is the lowest cost Mississippi loan and shows why the state should be on the list. The property consists of a 1940s Harjo by 4-foot home with 3 bedrooms, 1 full bath, and 1 half bath located on 800 acres. The listing presents it as the site of a renovation project, restoration, replacement, or future home. But the main thing is that water and electricity facilities are already present in the house. You also get a small barn with a loft, a front porch, a deck, hardwood flooring, partial barn, and a mix of wooded grounds. The annual property tax list is $917, had $85 for today. This gives buyers land, privacy, utilities, and a real starting point. If this world is giving you data you haven't seen anywhere else, then take a second and subscribe. Actual listings cover actual numbers and actual trade-offs. No endorsements, no sponsored placements. Press the notification bell so you don't miss upcoming updates. Now coming to the top 3. Number 3, Arkansas. There's something about Arkansas that most cheap Grameen Rajis can't claim on a scale. A really strong rural broadband story. Panda Electricity Cooperative Societies said no to fiber broadband. 15 electricity cooperatives helped build fiber broadband access, serving more than 1 million rural residents, and cooperative broadband reaches 72 of Arkansas's 75 counties. This does not mean that every address is correct. You should still view the property. But compared to many rural Cape states, Arkansas is disproportionately suitable for remote buyers. The cost of living case is also strong. According to data from the Bureau of Economic Analysis, Arkansas is about 13% below the national average. The property tax is low, and the effective rate is around 0.5%. Raw acres of acres can still be found in many data sets at prices that appear to deviate from national land markets. Acres on the market can still be found at prices that seem out of line with national land markets, and it is still realistic to move and build acreage Grammet homes in the $150,000 to Des Jolac range. For national context, the cost of new construction in many parts of the country can be around 150 rupees per square foot or more. We found a loan in Arkansas that cost $57 per square foot. We found a mortgage in Arkansas that cost $57 per square foot. This difference shows that the original still exists. Be honest. So crime is rampant in some parts of Arkansas, and rural health care is under pressure. According to recent registry reporting, almost half of rural hospitals are on the verge of closure. This kind of research in the county here is more important than the registry and average. Who is it for? Remote workers who want Grameen land but still need a physical internet card. Retirees who want the views of Ozar at a lower price than the famous mountain states. Buyers who care about land, water, and tax efficiency. Sampati 1 cares about water and tax efficiency. Melbourne, Aset County, $33 C-car, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, log home. This property was built from wood cut straight from the ground. The listing mentions walnut cabinets and paulownia wood walls and an on-site trim mill. Macedonia Creek flows more than 1,000 feet through the property year-round. You also get a roof feel with space to house munching, mature heartwood deer and turkeys. And a basement with a tornado shelter and root cellar. The annual property tax is 900 Donaldo shelter and root cellar is. The annual property tax is $900. When you really understand, this is what Handcrafter looks like. Property. Duo. Sparksman, Arkansas. $140,000. 5 acres and assemble. Ubri Sust. Feet. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. At a price of 57 rupees per square foot, this is one of the lowest priced properties on this list. You get over 240 feet of living space, a formal dining room, a den with a fireplace, an eat-in kitchen, a sunroom, Bones living space, a pond, a large 2-bay workshop with concrete slab and fruit trees in the yard. It is easily sold due to which it has a large workshop and fruit trees in the yard. It is easily sold, which makes its price understandable. The annual tax is $8.93. The upside here is substantial for Navini Karan's risk-averse buyer. Number 2. Kentucky. Before talking about this secret, I want you to keep one number in your mind. The first property we are going to show you is spread in East Kent. It is a 4-bedroom house whose annual property tax is rupees. Dollar is whose salary is not $480, not $480, and T's dollars annually. Netflix subscription costs more than this East Kent's first Coalfield T's dollar annually. The price of a Netflix subscription is more than this. Eastern Kentucky was formerly a coal region, and the economic shift away from mining has kept land prices at a level that appears isolated from the national market. That's why the Daniel Boone National Forest manages more than 78,000 acres in eastern Kentucky, and the Red River Gorge is a world-renowned mountain climbing and outdoor destination. Most property owners don't know what some of the surrounding land is still worth. Internet is also improving. The final proposal for Cookies Beat was approved in early 2026, and stalling may be an option in many urban areas, but it is still a matter of due diligence at the address level until you verify the correct address. Until you verify the exact address, don't assume that your remote mountain property has the connections you need. To be fair, in many East Kent counties, the local economy is limited, and access to healthcare can be limited. Remote work, outdoor recreation, trade, and space. Hard work. Hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work. Apart from land use, you need a realistic plan. So who is this for? Patient land investors. Outdoor recreation shoppers, hunters, hikers, climbers, those who want private land near serious public forest, remote workers who want the most acres at the lowest price based on internet research, not best suited for buyers who need urban employment or frequent medical care nearby. Property 1, Feds Creek, Pike County, 4-bedroom, metal garage, 80 acres, $185,000. This is approximately $2,812 per acre before factoring in the value of the home or garage, with a sizable addition to the listing. A Navini creates single white concrete floor and a large metal garage with utilities. And there is a description of a separate frat lot ready for construction. Annual property tax is 48 rupees. This is an estate sale. Therefore, buyers will have to check the boundaries of the property. But still, this headline is hard to ignore. This is an estate sale, so buyers will have to check the boundaries of the property. But still, this headline is hard to ignore. 80 acres of land, a house and a garage, its land-to-acre ratio is very spectacular. Property number 2, Horse Cave, Kentucky, 125.6 acres, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom. Its price is very low in Kentucky. 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, it's a very low price in Kentucky. Listings in Hart County. There is mention of a comfortable house built on 6 acres in which payon is pure feet. Jaga has 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. This land has been presented as a recreational area, including gardens, walking paths, wildlife watching, hunting, or wake up for a peaceful walk on vacation. The listing features small animal turkeys and white-tailed deer, as well as county road frontage that provides easy access to the price of a residential home built on 6 acres is $125,000, giving Kentucky another credit for not only affordable land, but also an affordable rural startup that offers a great lifestyle. Now we come to number 1. If you are watching this till now, then comment and tell which state surprised you the most. I read them all, and your input determines what we cover next. Let's get started. Number 1, West Virginia. There is such a combo tax in West Virginia. It costs about $170,000 statewide. Some counties have very low property tax burdens, and the borrowings in the listing here show just how low expenses can be. $692 per annum on 53 acres and $239 per annum on Kevin of 5 acres. And then select official program to remote workers, up to $12,000 in cash. Outdoor, recreation, co-working, and provides community benefits for such a cheap king. This is really a big deal. New River Gorge in 2021. As a national park and protected area redeveloped, it combines world-class water, rock climbing, hiking, and mountain biking in one state, where land prices may still be the same as in a different era. The internet is primarily a practical issue. West Virginia secured nearly $1.2 billion in bid broadband funding, and the final proposal process is moving forward. But many rural properties still require satellite or other address-specific solutions. Go before you buy. Honest Bugu. Healthcare ranks lowest in major national reports, and apart from remote work, the job market may be limited. These are real trade-offs and worth taking seriously before committing. So who is this for? Remote workers who want low land costs and can verify their internet setup. Retirees whose primary goal is to reduce carrying costs as long as the health service works for them. Entry-level land buyers who are in the rest of the country POTUS want property before they can hold it completely. Now look at the actual numbers. Here are 2 incredible highlights of what you can find in West Virginia right now. Property number 1. Mats, Wetzel County waiters, dollars, many small shops, rivers, wake up to hunt Mountain View, with several small rivers running through the property. 53-acre land, 24 to 5 feet. Shop awake for hunting shooting range, electricity, and water facilities. Kevin is rustic with 1 bedroom, concrete floors, and a wood stove. This is a working base camp, not a full-fledged family home, but the land is the main thing. At 3 Butte Joller in Mountain Lake, West Virginia. Annual property tax, ticks, and scolding, $2.91 is there. Keep in mind that it is written in the listing that a septic tank will have to be installed, so this should be in the budget before making an offer. Property number 2, Delray, Hampshire Street, should have this, should have this. Property number 2, Delray, Hampshire County, $1,000, 1 bedroom, 5 acres of furniture, Mountain View. Kevin comes with the furniture and the listing states that it is ready to use. There is a front deck, you get mountain views, a storage shed, water from the well. There is approximately 1 acre of cleared, 5 wooded acres surrounding the existing septic and Kevin. There is about 1 acre of cleared, 5 wooded acres around the existing septic tank and Kevin. The annual property tax is listed at 293 furs, with Soloy having a small annual fee. This is the entry point. Many are looking for something less than a functional mountain property, a quiet retreat, a hunting lodge, or a permanent home in a kingdom where there is still real power. So there they are. 5 states where your money can still buy a real farmhouse bin or Kramen house. None of these states is perfect. But we are not looking for perfect. We're looking for money that's real, business that's visible, and data you can actually act on. West for retirees focused on tax efficiency and low carrying costs. Virginia, Mississippi, and Tennessee are all worth a serious look. Just include health, care, access, and insurance in your plan before you sign anything. For remote workers who need a realistic internet connection, Arkansas has one of the strongest rural empowerment stories in the country. So my friend, this was huge choice to buy which one. See you soon in next video. Until comment below and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.